10 Amazing Natural Phenomena in the World. Before we get going, do yourself a favor and subscribe to our channel. And be the first to know about our latest videos. The nature is beautiful and mysterious. These are the most beautiful and magnificent natural phenomenons. This is one of the reasons of why you should protect nature. So let's take a look at 8 of the most amazing natural phenomena. Top 10 Amazing Natural Phenomena in the World. Past 1. Latico. 1. Bioluminescent shores, sea of stars. Constellations of electric blue lights wash along the shores of Bioluminescent Island in the Maldives. Known as bioluminescence, this biological light is produced by marine microorganisms called phytoplankton, which illuminate beaches around the world. The fairy tale display happens when a pigment called luciferin reacts with oxygen, while an enzyme called luciferase speeds up the process. But what looks like an enchanting spectacle may actually be a harrowing escape attempt. Phytoplankton often use bioluminescence as a defense mechanism. The light distracts predators by disrupting their swimming behavior and may lure animals that feed on them. 2. Volcanic lightning. Lightning strikes Japan's Sakurajima volcano as it spews red-hot lava, creating a terrifyingly beautiful display. No one knows exactly how volcanic lightning occurs, but scientists hypothesize that charge separation is responsible. As fiery magma, ash, and rock clash with cooler air, oppositely charged particles separate from each other. A lightning bolt forms to balance the charge distribution. The biggest volcanic storms may pack as much power as the massive, tornado-spawning supercell thunderstorms. 3. Aurora borealis and Aurora australis. Named after the Roman goddess of dawn, the auroras cast an alien glow over the low-latitude Arctic and Antarctic regions. In the Arctic, they're known as the Aurora borealis, or the Northern Lights, while the Antarctic equivalent is called Aurora australis, or the Southern Lights. The haunting display occurs when highly charged electrons from solar winds collide with Earth's atmosphere. Solar winds flow from the Sun along lines of magnetic force produced by Earth's core and bounce off oxygen and nitrogen atoms when they reach its upper atmosphere. The colors produced green, red, blue, or violet depend on which atoms the winds strike and the altitude where they meet. The magnetic and electrical forces react with each other in shifting combinations, seen as long curtains of color dancing across the sky. 4. Lightning. Thrilling and mesmerizing, lightning is nature's way of restoring electrostatic balance. The phenomenon begins as static charges in a rain cloud. Convection currents lift the droplets in the cloud's underbelly to colder, higher altitudes and push down on the resulting ice and hail. As the ice and water meet, electrons are stripped off, resulting in a cloud with a negatively charged bottom and a positively charged top. A lightning bolt then discharges the electrical field. Sometimes positive charge builds on the ground, attracted to the negative charge on the ground, lighting a terrifying spark. 5. Tornadoes. These swirling columns of air arise from massive thunderstorm clouds called supercells that can grow up to 400,000 feet. Winds at 2 different altitudes blow at varying speeds, twisting humid air into a horizontal spiral. Rising air in the thunderstorm's updraft tilts the spiral vertically, causing it to touch down and begin its destructive path. Most tornadoes grow up to a few yards wide, bringing rain, hail, lightning, and winds up to 110 miles per hour. The largest tornado on record, which tore through El Reno, Oklahoma, in May, measured a whopping 2.6 miles wide and had gusts reaching 295 miles per hour. 6 Mammatus clouds. If you spot these odd, bubble-shaped formations, known as Mammatus clouds, count yourself lucky. They're extremely rare. Most clouds form when air rises, making them puff upward, but Mammatus clouds are formed when air sinks, causing them to puff downward. They're basically upside-down clouds. The air above and below the cloud creates a certain type of turbulence that forms the cloud particles into perfectly smooth forms. But don't marvel at them outside for too long, they often mean a thunderstorm is brewing. Here, lighting strikes pink Mammatus clouds above Grand Teton Park in Wyoming. 7 Sun halos. A rainbow-colored halo encircles the sun as it hangs above snow-covered conifers on Germany's Ore Mountains. Halos, which also form around the moon, are created by millions of ice crystals in thin, high-altitude clouds. Each crystal acts as a tiny prism that bends and reflects light. The crystals have to be oriented just so for the halo to appear. The old saying, "Ring around the moon," means rain soon, holds some truth. Halos form only in cirrus clouds, which often herald low-pressure systems that can bring rain or snow in a few days. 8 Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole is a large submarine sinkhole, or a blue hole, off the coast of Belize. The hole is circular in shape, over 300 m, 984 feet, across and 124 m, 407 feet, deep. This kind of vertical caves were originated during the Ice Age, when sea levels reached 100 to 120 meters, 330, 390 feet, lower than usual. During that time, these formations were targets of the same erosion from rain and chemical weathering common in all limestone-rich terrains. This ended once they were submerged at the end of the Ice Age. The actual name of the Great Blue Hole was created by British diver and author Ned Middleton. Nowadays, the Great Blue Hole is a popular spot for scuba diving and is considered one of the 10 most amazing places on Earth by Discovery Channel. 9 Sword Sole, Denmark. During the months of March and April, in the southwestern marshlands of Denmark, you can experience the Sword Sole, which literally means black sun. Sword Sole is the event when up to 1 million birds flock to the skies during sunset and the sun is actually blocked by the birds, hence the name Black Sun. Sailing Stone/Moving Rock, USA. Death Valley in California is one of the least inhabited places on the planet and also the place where you can spot sailing stones, rocks found at the end of a track in the sand, suggesting that the stones were able to move. There is still no scientific explanation for this geological phenomenon. Nature is mysterious and unpredictable, and often leaves us open-mouthed at the inexplicable manifestations of its power. Though you may think moving rocks and blood-colored rain is some sort of joke or miraculous occurrence, science has an explication for, almost, everything. From our point of view, Mother Nature continues to be a fascinating